Hello friends, welcome back to Divine Designs 24. My name is Tammy and I welcome you to my channel. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to the chaos and the mess because that's what I am good at. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back to our fun. So what I decided today is we're going to do some Halloween earrings. So I have all kinds of them here. This one here has pumpkins, hands, ghosts, a pumpkin face, and a witch's hat. This one here has spider webs, tombstone, bats, a boo, and a skeleton. This one here these are huge. These are ghosts. Let me see if which way I can look at it here. Ghost, dripping blood, skeleton head. Yeah, so a little creepy, but that's Halloween creepiness. And I made up some colors. I have purple, black, white, and red. Because I want to do the hat in purple. So we'll do that one first. And then when we're all done, we'll put them together. And then we will decorate them any way that we can. So I figured this hat here will be purple. And the next time I make them, I may do them black. We'll see. Yay! We're done. We got these all filled in. I have a couple of extras here and a couple little dogs that I put some orange and white in. I made up some orange and did the pumpkins, and I made up a little more white and did these. So these are all set. I'm like leave these set overnight, and it'll be tomorrow that I will demold these, but it'll be just a couple seconds for you guys. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. We are back for demold. Got these all set and we're ready to go, and we'll make these into earrings. So let's start with this one first. Look at there. These are going to be so cute. There's a spider web. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's a what are these called? I can't think what they're called either.
Like a casket, but they call them something else.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I know there's a name for them. I can't think what they're called. Not like a tomb. They're not a tombstone. They're.
No.
But I'll think of it in a second here. Whenever I want to think of something, I can't think of it. All right. Oops. I forgot the boo. We got the boo to take out. That's cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, look at the ghosts. Those are adorable. Okay, we got the skeleton hand. Look at there. And we got pumpkins. And the witches' hats. Those are cool. I like the purple. Next time I do them, I'm gonna do some in black. Okay, here we keep going. Some of these I'm gonna use my markers on, like this ghost. I need to cover, do the eyes so you can see them. But we're gonna do all that too. All right, this is the one I mixed and matched, and I wondered how it was gonna turn out. Look at that. Isn't that cool? These have the different colors, the black, purple, and red in them. Oh my gosh. Those are perfect. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get a paper towel behind it so you can see it. Look at that. That is really cool. And then there's the hat. Okay. This is a moon. So I'll do up the little triangles in there with markers. And this is the bleeding heart. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm so pleased with these. Look at that. Oh, I got a little white in that one, but that's okay. I'm not quite sure what that is. I have to look that a little closer. It's something dripping blood. I'm not sure. That one's got a little bit of white in it. I'm not happy with that. Almost looks like a mushroom. And then these here are just little moons. Let me get these on a paper towel here. Okay, that's all of them. But those are just a little moon. Not sure what I'm gonna do with those yet. And then these I made with my extras. And these are my little doggies. I had some orange and white left over, so I made up a couple little dogs. All these turned out cute. I'll decorate these all up too. But they're just little orange and white doggies. I don't know how well you can see it, but they're there. Okay. So now I'm going to get the earrings on these. I'm not going to do all of them because like this one here, I'll show you, it has, where there was some air bubbles in there, those all have to be fixed before I can make them into earrings. So the ones I got to do with that, I'll do later. But the ones that are okay, we will go ahead and do them up in earrings. Because most of them are right, there's just a couple of them. Let's do the markers first. I got ahead of myself here. Let's do the markers first so they can dry. And like this ghost here, I have to do his face. See what I'm doing here. These are really easy to use. These are just, they're Let's Resin acrylic markers. And they work really nice and simple. They flow good. And when these are all dry, then I can put the necklace parts or the earring parts on this one. But I want this to be dry good first. These are so stinking cute. I love it. Look at that. Make sure I got it all covered there. I love how it's got the indentations in this to cover these. I just had to slop it. And then clean it up. Here, I'll do the mouth while that's drying. It's just alcohol, it'll dry fast. It'll dry fast. I don't have too many of these to do. Okay. Let me do the lid. I want to get this little spot that's by his eye off of there. And clean it all up. There we go. There he is, all done. Okay, so that one there's done. Okay, I gotta stop you for just a second here. All right, I had to fix something on the camera, so I got that fixed. All right, so now I want to do, let's see, what color should we do on the triangles on here? Let's do a silver. We'll do silver triangles. Okay, while I'm doing these here, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward you and you can watch me paint these, and then we'll come back and I'll put the hooks on for the earrings. So enjoy the music. Okay, I am back and I got these colored the way I want them. This one here, these are like the casket lids. I think with my Cricut, I'm gonna put a RIP on here for rest in peace and then put another layer over top. When I do that, I will show you those. I'll take pictures of those and show you those. But I think I'm set on everything else. I think I've got everything else the way I want it. So we'll put a couple pairs of earrings together and then I'll fast forward and you guys can watch the rest of them, but you'll see the gist of what I'm doing. So let's see here, we need a couple of these. So these are the jump rings. They have to go on to the top of it. So this will go onto the piece. So when you open the jump rings, you just twist. And you gotta make it a little bigger because these are thicker than I thought they were. So make it a little bigger. And then we'll slide this on. Like so. Easier said than done. There we go. And then we will, I think there's a front and back on this, yes. All right. So let's see here. I think I had to put another little one on here. Okay, so I have to put a little one on here. It's the way these here go. These go the same, these are going the same way. So I got to put another little one on here so it goes the opposite way. You'll see when I do it, what I'm saying. So just a little one. you find where the opening is, and then you just give it a little twist. And these needle point, I'm gonna have to get a different pair of pliers. These are not very pointed. Okay. We'll do it this way. This has more of a point on it. All right. And then this will go on there. And then we twist it back into place. And voila. There is an earring, a pumpkin earring. Isn't that cute? Look at there. Okay, so let's get the other one on here. Okay. Go. Put a little one on there. Close that up. And we just give this one a little twist. And there is one pair of earrings, as simple as that. So here is the very first set of earrings. There we go. They're pumpkin earrings. Okay, so I got that set done. I'm gonna set those off to the side. I'll do the rest of these. I'll fast forward and you can watch, and then we'll be back. Enjoy the music. That was cute. I did little fingernails on them. Alright, I am back, and I got them all done except for these two here. I thought I'd save these two for you guys, and I fast forward some of it, and then I decided that it was going to take me a lot longer than I thought to do these, and I didn't want you to sit and listen to music for 20 minutes or so. So I saved you guys from having to listen to that music for so long, but I've only got two left here to do, so we're going to get these done here, and I'll show you all of them. They turned out so cute. These were fun to do. All right, there we go. Some of these I had to use a little bit bigger jump rings because they were a little bit thicker. Some were thicker than others, like this one here I think is going to be too thick. Let me see here. Yep, I'm going to have to use a bigger jump ring. Get two of them out here. There we go. This should go on here easier. Thought maybe it. There it goes. And we'll put a little one. And we'll fix this one. There we go. Yeah, these ones are a little bit thicker. You gotta use a little bit bigger jump rings. And I don't think I have any jump rings bigger than this. But it works. Of course, the last one I do, it has to give me trouble. Okay, there we go. Put a little one on here. There we go. Okay, so now, grab some earrings here. Alright, there, I need one more. There we go. Aren't these cute? I think these are so cute. They're fun. I like doing fun projects. There's a couple of them I'm going to save because I have to fix them, and I'll have to show those later after they're all fixed up. But I put some black eyes and a mouth on these ghosts. And then I put a little bit of black inside of his eyes to make him look spooky. All right. I think that's all of them. These ones here I'm gonna put off the side. Those I have to fix. And these. Show those at another time. So let me get a piece of paper towel here. And we will go through and show these. So here is the ghost. Black. To put the black in. And here is the skeleton head. And you can see where I put the black inside. His eyes make him look creepy. And here is the little bitty ghost. Those little baby ghosts. And this one here, I really don't know what it is. I said it looks like a mushroom, but I'm not really sure. But it's in with the Halloween stuff. Here's this one I did with the 3 different colors. You know what? I don't have my lights on. I guess that would probably help if I had lights on here. Gosh sakes. There we go. There's that one. There is the mouth of a pumpkin. Here is a moon. Here is a blood dripping heart. And there's a boo. There's a witch's hat and a bat. There is a pumpkin and a skeleton's hand. All right, I'm gonna go through, take pictures of all these, and I will show you what they look like in the pictures. These are all done. Pictures always, I'll get them up on stands and stuff so you can see them. And we will see you next time. Bye now.